The message is like a well. The city may come and go, but the sweet water remains. However, it needs someone to know its whereabouts. These are the messengers, and Muhammad is the last of them. Peace and blessings be upon him.
Messenger of Mercy.
During the negotiations at Hudaybiyah, the Messenger of Mercy, Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, experienced a state of God-given peace, and he summoned his companions to pledge allegiance, and they shared in the tranquility. It was revealed as a moment of great victory, and the treaty made with the Meccans, although weighted against the Muslims, brought great benefit. More conversions happened in Mecca, and the truce allowed the Prophet to proceed to Khaybar to deal with the treacherous Bani Nadir. They vainly resisted, but were forced to come to terms, and they and neighboring Jewish settlements were allowed to stay for a yearly tribute of half their date crop. The time came for the agreed pilgrimage to Mecca, and the Prophet set out with 2,000 companions. The Meccans withdrew to the hillsides, and the Muslims entered the enclosure of the Kaaba wearing the 2 cloths of pilgrim garb. The Prophet bared his right shoulder, and the companions did likewise, and they impressed the onlookers with the vigor of their movements and the unity of their worship as they circled the shrine. Bilal made the call to prayer from the roof of the Kaaba. Most Meccans realized it was a moral victory, and many were finally convinced of the truth of this message. And when he returned to Medina, many followed in his wake, including the redoubtable Khalid ibn Walid, who was warmly welcomed, as the Prophet knew his military prowess would serve the Muslims well. This was proved shortly when an expedition to the borders of Byzantine territory was waylaid by an overwhelming force of Byzantines and their Arab allies. Khalid had organized the retreat, but not before the 3 standard bearers had been cut down. One was Zayd, the adopted son of the Prophet, who had followed him from the very first, and another was his cousin Ja'far, who had led the Muslims in exile in Abyssinia.
Messenger of Mercy.